So I am in my car once again, headed to the Salon. I need to get me the thing for my car, because truthfully, the lighting is so much better in my car because of the sunlight, the panoramic sunroof or whatever, and it's like boom, I don't have the little tripod light thingy at home, so yeah, it's like boom, the light is so on point in the car. So yeah, I ended up just feeling more comfortable in the car. But today, it's a better day. Yesterday was it was cool. I'm trying to stay positive. No beanie on today. I do have it in my purse, but I don't have a beanie on today. So I am happy about that, because it's baby steps, as David Ramsey say, baby steps. Yeah, so I am headed in, and I'm actually not going to work kind of, sort of, but I have a unit to shampoo, a unit to color and construct, and hair bundles, 2 sets of hair bundles to color, and then I have braids this evening. But I also have a nail appointment that I'm so late for, because I was up there watching Dawson's Creek. So sad, but true. This show, when it was on, I was just not interested. But now, I think when you get older, it's easier for you to kind of relate, or have an open mind about what it is that you want to, watch. So I think everybody's kind of going back now for that 90s nostalgia. But yeah, I want to talk about, we are still on the BTBV Rant, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I need to be doing better, because time is just going by so quickly. Every day is like the days are running into each other. The end of the year is fast approaching, and it's all about progress, and it's all about progress, dedication, determination, consistency, and I need to be proactive in what it is that I'm trying to do for the betterment of my life, and of my mental health, and of my physical health, relationships, and career. So yeah, I try to decompress at the end of the day. Of course, I try to decompress. I try my best to just really not hold on to the animosity, the hate, the hurt, the confusion. And I know sometimes it's hard for people to let things go, but I do think that is a part of becoming a better version of yourself. It's just learning that every day is a new day, and because every day is a new day, every situation and circumstance are different as each day passes, and as you're presented with each day. So I think that by me having a positive outlook, and just a more calm spirit about each day, I think it's allowing me to focus more on that aspect outside of everything else. Because with all honesty, making, financially, physically, mentally, what else do we say? Relationship with God, relationship with friends and family, traveling and everything. It's like, I don't want to make it like a tug of war, I want to think of it as a transition from one thing to the next. You're transitioning into um, a moment in time where you're satisfied with the flow of life. You're satisfied with how everything is being delivered as far as communication. You're satisfied with how you're handling the situations that come up. And I know for a fact that that is important to me, because I really want that state of zen, that state of calmness, because it's good for me mentally, just having positive energy, and really just trying to block out the negativity that's unneeded and unwarranted. Because when you have a lot of things going on in your head, and then you can't take one thing and just dwell on it, because it causes a ricochet effect where everything kind of just falls to pieces and goes to the wayside, and it's just not healthy. So focusing on one thing at a time is different than picking one thing out and making that just the hurt and the cause of the torment of you every single day, and giving you this sense of overwhelming guilt and pulling you into a depression. That's something that I can't handle, and that's something that I try my best to avoid. And I'm not always successful, but I am learning that I'm human and I make mistakes. I am not perfect. I tend to move forward as everything goes on, and I'm just so excited about just where I can go and how I can get there, and my ability and capability of just becoming this person that I've always knew was inside. And I was so afraid and so lazy and so unfocused and couldn't achieve that. And I think now it's about really zoning in on every little thing that is negative, or things that you can finesse and finagle and make better, so that you can be better. You don't want to keep doing the same thing over and over and over and over again. I don't want to keep making the same mistakes. I don't want to keep having to have this come to Jesus with myself every time I drop the ball. It's about owning up to it. But how many times do you have to keep owning up to the same exact thing that you've already owned up to? You're not even trying to learn the lesson. You're not trying to get to the point where the lesson that is there to be learned is being learned. So I think for me, just trying to become this person is going to take a lot more effort than I'm giving it, because it is a process, it is a journey, it is a movement within yourself. And I owe it to myself. I owe it to myself to see myself the way God sees his children. And that's thriving and being successful and just trying to walk in a way where it is pleasing to him. And I'm not a holy roller. I'm just a person who is tired of making mistakes and tired of letting myself down, tired of having an excuse about why things don't go my way. It's like the excuse is within. You're habitually just making the same mistakes and lies and telling yourself these stories to make yourself temporarily have some sense of relief about being mediocre, or being or just lacking, I should say. And it's not fair. It's not fair at all in any circumstance. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to your friends. It's not fair to your family. It's not fair to your coworkers or your clients, or and it's not fair to God, because he gives you the tools, but he also gives you the ability to make the decision. And sometimes you have to make the right decision, and you have to go the way will take you to a place you've never been. And that's where I am. I want to go to a place I've never been. And to go to a place and do things I've never done, I have to be someone I've never been. I have to pray like I've never had. I have to love like I've never had, and work and strive. And it's a lot. Being a person is a lot. Being a human being is a lot. Outside of racism and the whole political democracy, and outside of the inconsistencies with fairness, it's so much. And I think many people they lose hope. They lose hope because they don't know where to turn. They don't know that you can be this person. They don't know that you have the ability to change. You have the ability to say no and yes, and I can and I can't. You have the ability. And until we own up to that, until we give ourselves the right and give ourselves the permission to be happy and to be grateful and to be successful and to be, just overall in tune, we will always suffer. And I don't want to suffer. No more with the suffering. It's time for positivity. It's time for love, self-love, and it's time for action. So, on the road to becoming the best version of yourself, think about everything that you've done and you knew was wrong. Think about the instances where you could have made a different decision and you didn't. Think about the words that you say that are not carefully thought out, and change that. Make a different decision. You can do it. We can do it. And we can become that person.